Welcome back, this is Antman2050, and we're playing Dynasty Warriors 9. And this is Sunday Shuffle. So, we're catching up with Wu Sun Jian here, but there's a couple of things that you may notice, and I'm going to go ahead and hit pause and show you even a few more things. So, I've taken a little bit of time and gotten a little perspective, and I got to play some of the other characters, which, as much as it would be awesome, I don't think I want to play every character on a recording. Oh wow, that is much cooler looking. Mostly because it will just take so long. But kind of the neat thing is, a lot of your stuff is actually shared between characters. Not everything, but a lot of your equipment and different things that you've gathered. Along with that, at least, now I haven't at this point played other generals yet, or other armies yet, but the map that you explore in one playthrough is explored in the second playthrough. All of the objectives are reset. You know, only the objectives that you actually accomplish will be credited to you, which is actually really nice. So we're gonna try to bust through here and do some stuff and kind of move this game forward a little bit. If I get the chance and I can go to a town, I'll buy a new horse, because the horse we have is El Generico. It will not actually get any skills on its own. It won't gain levels, so it won't get any better when we ride it. You probably also have noticed I shut off the big, ridiculous arrow pointing which direction to go. As it goes, I mean, the word is out, and a lot of people are not super happy with Dynasty 9. I'll probably be putting out another video soon. Chances are this video will actually be out later than that one. But I'll be talking about that there. But the game actually is pretty. It does have a nice look to it, even if maybe it's not as polished as it should be. And the downside is, as nice as it kind of did look, that big ridiculous arrow and the constant arrows flying around pointing in the different directions really just detracts from seeing that. It goes from, like, kind of... Sorry. Yes, horse. Mountain climb. Mountain climb for me. The downside is we actually spent a lot of time playing this the other day, and it is hilarious. I got to laugh so much. The downside is I probably wasn't laughing at
Continue
stuff
working hard to set a good example for
I should have been laughing at. And sadly, that some of the horse mechanics are that. I was playing with one guy, which I strongly recommend get rid of his club as soon as possible and just switch it with, I don't know, anything that isn't a club, and you'll be a lot happier. But yeah, there was a lot of moments that were pretty fun. I like that
in the name of Wu.
We've just decided to call it good, even though there's, you know, an enemy archer just hanging out up here. I must be, yeah, okay. The reticle has to be red to say that you actually can hit them. There we go. We're not. My biggest problem with the arrows in the game is that there is no draw mechanic. I actually, it took me a little while to figure out how to use the arrows. Yeah. Just holding down the button and it's spamming out arrow after arrow really diminishes the idea of even using them. So that's kind of a letdown. But like I said, we're not here for that. We're going to advance the story here and take the fight to the Yellow Turbans. and it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, I guess I have a little bit of a difference of opinion regarding this game. I don't think it's as bad as people are trying to make it out as. But it definitely does have problems. But I do like the fancy new sword. I do really like that when you're playing, the equipment that you pick up is shared. Because for somebody like me who's going to go ahead and play through this multiple times, it is nice to know that the gear that I get with Sun Jian will carry over to my agent. So if I have the option to make a better weapon for a character that I'm not using, it'll be worth doing. Because that weapon won't just get lost to time. And I know that some people will find it less appealing that your actions don't carry over from character to character. I'm actually 100% okay with that. I want to play the game. I don't want the game to go. And so some of the previous incarnations of Dynasty where you'd have three generals that you'd wind up tag teaming an area with, and they would get artificially leveled up, like drove me nuts. You know, I want to play the game. I want to do this. That's how it is. But yeah, I'll talk a lot about these other things that drive me nuts as we go. That's another one that's really odd to me. Have we just all been mispronouncing it all this time? Is it actually supposed to be ooh instead of woo? I really don't think so.
Seems the enemy doesn't know strategy. Everyone, make them pay the price.
Seems you don't know strategy.
That must be Master Sun Jian's army. Their vanguard looks to be stretched rather thin. We shall offer them our assistance.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Behold my spiral flame!
Considering I've been assisting you for a while now. There, South.
Now, take defensive positions.
Gather some stuff here. I'll take care of some of these guys on the outskirts real fast. The real downside is levels do seem to be almost meaningless. I'm level 11 right now. So this level 3 guy probably should have gone down even faster than he just did. If this winds up being
Our
like...
target has been determined. Capturing that area will deflate their morale.
If this winds up being like Hungai battle here in a minute, we're going to be winding up going against a bunch of level 1 guys that for some reason seem much more impressive than they truly are.
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Am I?
Lord Zheng Zhao will avenge my defeat. Just you wait and see.
I
You are fools.
Oh, okay.
Your prowess in battle is extraordinary.
I see what's going on. I got the important guys, so now everybody else is hauling, even though, you know, they definitely had superior forces. That is kind of an irritating part. It really should be... There should be a little bit more... Thank you. Should be a little bit more thought on...
Destined to lead. You are simply amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Can we call it woo instead of ooh? I'd really enjoy that. I apologize if you guys can hear the wind that's going on back behind me right now. Because there's definitely like a gale storm going on. And there's just nothing I can do about that. I'm terribly sorry. If you can't hear it, then good. I don't even know what you mean. Gale storm, whatever. But yeah, I've kind of figured out the system that they've got, but it is a little irritating. I'm not a huge fan of how they've set up your quests. It feels very unintuitive. And I guess in this case, we might as well just go ahead and fast travel, because there's not a whole lot of reason to physically ride there, aside from just keeping us away from loading screens. Which, if there's one thing, the loading screen is at least a bit less intrusive than it could be, or I should say less time-consuming. So that's kind of nice. What is going on out here? I think before we go take that area, let's go have ourselves a little side adventure. Kind of the one nice thing is once you figure out how to mark things on your map, which you'd think would be relatively easy, you can follow them pretty well on your mini-map. This is another thing that actually I'm sure I'll talk about, but I want to talk about it here anyways. The bottom left-hand corner, I can't get that to go away. It's evidently Koei was very proud and didn't want a game copy to escape without their information on it. So thanks, guys. It's really irritating for me because I don't see it when I'm playing. But depending on how much it matters, it doesn't matter to you. That's where my health and stamina and all that stuff is. So, yeah. It's kind of odd to have the smallest health bars. I was actually really surprised with that. But, evidently other people are having problems with this. When they capture, they wind up having screen issues. On my screen, I actually have a screen issue while I'm playing. I can't see the very bottom corner of the screen, and I can't see the very top of the screen. So there's parts of the map that actually just don't exist on my TV. I don't know if that's the game, or if that's the TV. But since other people are having problems with this, it kind of makes me wonder. Oh, I guess I was being hit by a I'm kind of used to being almost invincible in this game already, so... Which is really odd, because it's the beginning. But, yeah, so things like the ultimate amount of money that I have absolutely no idea.
Continue working hard to set a good example for everyone else.
I kind of just have to try to buy stuff and see if I can or not. Maybe? Every once in a while when you fire at these guys, you'll see that they have like a flash of awareness that you're shooting an arrow at them. But only every once in a while. It's also kind of strange that there's no, like... In previous games, if there was a tower with an archer on it, you knew it, and it sucked. This game, not so much.
I hereby claim this area in the name of Wu.
Yes. Not Wu. Ooh. Like it's disgusting. I haven't figured out how to auto my horse yet, but it seems like it's the worst mapping in the game, so it's probably better that I haven't figured that out yet. Nice,
Alright. I need everyone to defend this area.
You fools can't stop us! Observe!
Nope.
The perfect formation of Lord Zhang Jiao! You dare attack us head-on? The height of foolishness, as you'll now see!
You think so?
Quite an impressive formation, but it will have a weakness somewhere.
Yeah, its weakness is that the walls can't keep anybody out. So, one of their new innovations that was kind of neat is also one of their worst innovations, because they made the grappling. You don't have to worry about getting grappling. So the concept that we needed to wait for the siege
Continue working hard to set a good example for everyone else.
It's ridiculous. You don't have to even think about the siege.
Tighten our defenses. Don't let them get any closer.
Oh, you mean like we're already right now? Oh, sorry. I have to put away the weapon. Don't wanna cause any accidents. Poke myself in the head with my own sword or something. So, and I mean, honestly, when I did this before, I just didn't even bother opening the door. Because, I mean, honestly, other soldiers just get in my way. But I kind of like seeing you doing.
I need everyone to defend this area.
And I'm feeling that you're gonna feel a little disappointed there, Tom.
To be defeated in such a fashion, Lord Zhang Jiao, I'm so sorry.
You should be. You let Zhang Jiao down.
Tiger of Zhongdong!
Oh, my bad.
You are fools to challenge the
I do want
tiger!
to see out of the way here.
Such errantry was destined to lead Wu. You are simply amazing!
Thank you. Thank you.
You know how to get someone's attention.
Yeah, I usually hit him with the sword.
We've broken through the enemy formation thanks to our reinforcements.
Yes. Yeah, you guys were doing, you were doing something. I will give you that you were doing something. It wasn't right, and it wasn't impressive, but you were doing it, so, oops, sorry. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, get on in here.
I didn't know you could teleport. Yeah, I think I'll hold off on making the spark gem. I already got a pretty impressive sword for right now, so I don't think I don't need to worry about that. Last time I lost all of my friends, and so this time I'm going to try to stick with them. See what that's like, because I actually spent, when I was playing with Hungai, I actually went over and was hanging out with Cao Cao and his group, and did a bunch of stuff with them, and then I kind of went off to the woods for a while. There is some really cool stuff that you can get up to with this game. My initial read was really cool, and so I'm kind of glad I gave it a little bit more time. But it is still a pretty rough game. Hey. Evidently, the bamboo forest is super impressive. Can I cut it? No, that would have been awesome. Maybe they're leaving that for Samurai. Nope. Come on. There we go. Yeah, to the road. Stop off-roading the horse. So yeah, you can shoot these guys off. You can just jump up here. You know, take care of them the fast way. But yeah, I just remember having so many times where these guys were out of control. That's the first time I think I've ever seen a fire arrow shot at me. And so it's kind of sad that they're not really that impressive. Oh, I guess, yeah. You're not going anywhere, pal.
Claim this area in the name of
Hopefully you didn't think you were escaping. I mean, just because you gave up as soon as I got here doesn't mean I wasn't gonna hit you with my sword. Let's see, we have something out in the woods here. Let's see if we can find it real fast. And we'll get on. But yeah, for me, I guess the kind of good thing is that since the open world is shared, at least between your army, when I go through here, because I'm going to go through here with all the characters. I'm the kind of person that for Dynasty I play everyone. Oh, evidently I got confused. So it's kind of nice to have the majority of the map stay revealed. It's nice to have, am I just having a hard time here? Is that what's going on? I think so. I think I'm mapping myself the wrong direction. Yeah, great. Hopefully you guys don't mind running over the same patch of land a couple times. And of course the bamboo. So fun. I'm just glad the horse doesn't have a health bar this time. I might have been in trouble. Now, of course, you can just go straight across the river. Horse swims, you can swim, but, you know, they program this boat right here that often works. So you might as well take it if you can. Alright. I don't know how to heal my allies, which is kind of a sad situation. Since I have Wu Jian, I'm sorry, I would like to keep him in good health, but I don't know. You know what I haven't seen? I don't know if he can swim. Can you swim? If you can't, do you give me items in the water?
I hereby claim this area in the name of Wu.
In the name of Wu, because that sounds cool. I mean, it's low fruit hitting the voice actors, because I mean it's clear that the strike affected them, and that they may or may not have done anything about that. Which is sad, but what can you do? For sake of time, I'm just gonna go straight up the mountain here. There's a couple of enemies I could see out there, but we're just gonna circumnavigate them. Our other team members have already gotten there, so we'll just do it this way. It'll be fine. I know there's a lot of complaints as well about the world being kind of so sparsely populated, and this is not probably the best example of that. But I have actually found that there seems to be more stuff going on.
Everyone
out
is
in the
so
world.
busy. They've forgotten to protect this spot. I suppose I can look after it.
I suppose you could. If you weren't beautiful.
Cease your wild behavior, yellow turbans. Don't you know your place, vermin?
You're already dancing in the palm of my hand. My traps will lead you to ruin.
Oh yeah? I do actually like the traps here. The firebombs do make it a more difficult level. You do have to kind of watch where you're at, how long you're going to stay in one spot. I mean, ultimately, it's not really that impressive. So as you see there, I mean, like, even with the limited movement that Dynasty 9 has, I'm already very easily able to move away from these assaults.
All right, stop it already! I can't bear this any longer. Fear, the tiger of Zhongdong.
Fear,
Continue
the
working
tiger
hard to set a good example for everyone else.
of Zhongdong. Give me my money. No, if they're gonna drop it, I'm gonna pick it up.
All right,
Get out of here.
I need everyone to defend this area.
Oh, yeah?
We shall defend this position. Do not allow a single enemy through.
The downside is, oftentimes, I will defeat the important character without even realizing that they're the important one. And most of these characters are just kind of fun. They're soldiers to make up the bulk of an army. Which is fine. Oops. Let's go over here and take out Zhao Bao. See if this winds up ending the entire match.
Behold my spiral flame! Fear, the tiger of Zhongdong.
Fear, the tiger.
You know how to get someone's attention.
Yes. Yeah, typically I hit them with my sword.
Heavens have decreed. My time is up. May they continue to smile with kindness upon my brother.
Who do you think you are, disregarding my orders? My plans have been ruined.
Yeah, that was the point.
You
Your
are
plans
fools
typically
to
not
challenge
my,
the tiger.
Continue working hard to set a good example for everyone else.
Oh, I will. I think we got all of the money from this. We saved on Zhou. Got about a half dozen things. Okay, so we got two possible places to go next. This is actually the end game, basically. So rather than running off to do that, we're going to go over to you here. But we're going to do... Actually, you know what? Oh, gosh, we can them both just right across from each other. And we're going to go ahead and take care of this one first, and then we'll come back to this one. How about that? But we're going to have to do that next time. So until then, this is Antman2050. We're playing Dynasty Warriors 9. Have fun, play games, be aware. We'll see you next time.